Yeah. Hi. Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's video. This is Shan Maharaj. We are continuing our safe tour. Currently, we are discussing about responsibilities of a Scrum Master. Today's topic is building high-performing teams, which is one of the key responsibilities of a safe Scrum Master. As we are aware, we started discussing about little components of each safe configurations for lean enterprise. We already discussed business and technology. We discussed about agile teams. Now we're going to discuss about Scrum Master. As we discussed in my previous video, there are 5 key responsibilities of a safe Scrum Master. They include facilitating PA planning, supporting iteration execution, improving flow, building high performing teams, and improving art performance. Building high performing teams, which is fourth key responsibilities of a Scrum Master, as we discussed. Creating healthy agile teams is essential to creating a high value increments of working solutions. Many of the ingredients of high performing teams are built into SAFe by design itself. For example, agile team in SAFe are small, cross-functional, and self-organizing. So when it's small and when it's cross-functional and it's self-organizing, they don't need outside help in most of the times. So they perform by themselves, they interact, they collaborate, they deliver without much external dependencies. They are also empowered to refine, execute the work needed to accomplish the team's objectives and those of art as well. So everyone agrees that all increments should meet a shared scalable definition of them. So while every team is different, there are some common characteristics of high performing teams. So we're going to, see that, safe scrum masters are responsible for supporting and fostering the following team attributes, right? Self-management and taking ownership and accountability, aligned and collaborative, success focused on clear goals and purpose, effective decision makers who understand their work's impact on others, operate with open and transparent communication and trust, value diversity and healthy conflict, provide effective timely feedback, highly engaged, have fun with work and each other. So Scrum Masters foster an environment for high performing team dynamics, continuous flow and relentless improvement. So Safe Scrum Master try to work towards ensuring that all these team attributes are, viable and it is working for the team. It could be, establishing a goal means, did the team have PA objectives correctly? Did the team is have, you know, iteration objectives correctly? You can have some innovation games to have a fun with the work and each other. You can do a lot of workshops, trainings. You can talk about, reinforce the safe principles and everything. Right. So that's how, the Scrum Master mentors the team and creates an atmosphere for mutual respect, helping resolve interpersonal conflicts, identifying growth opportunities. So they assist a team in focusing on creating increments of high value for each iteration. Another important aspect in building a high performing team is how to become a more effective safe scrum master, right? So good leaders must become good servants. As per Robert Greenleaf, who is the father of servant leadership. Every servant leader knows that their growth comes from facilitating the development of others who deliver the results. Scrum Master serve the team and the larger organization, right? The Scrum Master supports the overall adoption of SAFe across the enterprise by coaching stakeholders and non-agile teams on the effective interaction with agile teams, participating, in Scrum Master community of practice and support the organization's, SAFe program consultants, right? So as lean agile leaders, SAFe Scrum Masters also advance the adoption of SAFe, leading by example, incorporating the lean agile mindset, the SAFe principle into how they behave and perform in their responsibilities, providing training, coaching, and being role models for others to follow as well. Even the Scrum Master can involve themselves in their own development and training. And then, in addition to coaching others, they need to have their own self improvement, adopting a few new things that comes in the market actually. We already know that fostering collaboration on the team is going to help building a high performing team. The safe scrum master role fosters more effective and cohesive teams, enabling better business outcomes, solutions, and products. They offer observations, feedback, guidance, and advice based on what they know and have seen work. See, another aspect in building a high performing teams is coach with powerful question. However, safe scrum masters do not have all the answers. They can ask powerful questions to uncover what is essential, then guide their others to tap into their knowledge and expertise. Say some of the examples of powerful questions include what brings us to this inquiry, what other possibilities or options exist, right? It's about options thinking, creating and developing more options. What is it we are not seeing? What do we need to do to reach a deeper level of understanding? If success was guaranteed, what action would you take? So by ask questions this way, right, Scrum Master helps the team improve their performance, solve more problems independently, make better decisions, learn new skills, and reach their goals. Yet another aspect in building a high performance team is resolving team conflicts. Right? So teamwork is the ultimate competitive advantage. However, many teams are dysfunctional, according to Patrick, who is a consultant as well as the author of Five Dysfunctions of a Team. Right? So as you see in this picture, five dysfunctions are given here. And what are the ways Scrum Masters can adopt safe to avoid that? First is inattention to the results, right? So what happens in safe, right? The results are empirically reviewed at every system demo and PA planning event. The art IA event drives the relentless improvement. So safe itself, gives the built-in advantage to remove the dysfunction of inattention to the results. So Scrum Master need to ensure that they are having a system demo, PA planning event, art I&A events are they are driving it. The second dysfunction is the avoidance of accountability. Right, the stakeholders, peer pressure, and transparent review of results create accountability. Lack of commitment. Team makes shared commitments to each other and to the all stakeholders. So ensuring that team is coming out of the draft PA objectives, they're confirming, team PA objectives as well as the iteration objectives is Scrum Master need to drive it. The next function is the fear of conflict. Right? The release train engineer creates a safe environment for conflict, encouraging discussion and disagreements. Shared commitment avoid conflict that occurs when objectives are not aligned. Right? So when you have a right set of goals are set across the team and the dependencies are managed, so you can more or less you want to have only a healthy conflict, right? Absence of trust. Right? The art itself a safe environment. The team shares commitments and goals, display hyper transparency, and engage in a shared problem solving. So safe has built-in features and built-in practices which avoids all these dysfunctions or dysfunction, whatever you call that. So Scrum Master need to ensure that these things are happening appropriately. The final aspect in building a high-performing teams is developing team skill sets. Is very very important. Safe Scrum Master work with team members and their functional managers to help them acquire T-shaped skills actually. A T-shaped individual has broad and general expertise in many areas and is an expert in one of these disciplines. Right. So for example, there is a full stack developer. That person may be a very high and deep knowledge on Java backend side of it. But at the same time, the individual is expected to have good knowledge or general expertise on the front end or database skills and everything, and that's called the T-shaped individual. They encourage team members to pair with others to expand the skills actually. So Scrum Masters can encourage team members to go for a pair programming, right? Take on tasks in another discipline and business domain, participate in training courses and reading books to become continuous learners, right? So in my previous organization, we did something called skill matrix to build a T-shaped team. So we identified what are the core skills and general skills. So and we put a matrix and we given them a quarterly or semi-annual goals, like they should go in depth on their particular skill, on the specific skill they're working on it, and they should get a reasonable skill levels and other technologies as well. So that's how we did that, right? So with that, we have come to the conclusion of today's video. Hope you got a fair idea about what are the different aspects involved in building a high performing teams, right? It could be a fostering a collaboration, it could be developing a team skills, it could be coaching and mentoring teams on safe practices, and having navigating the conflicts, right? Conflict navigator, right? So these are the some of the critical responsibilities as part of safe scrum master in the way of building a high performing teams.